everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're starting our first YouTube series which is all about legends of the future for FIFA. We're going to be showing you what they might look like in the game and have a talk about their rating. So let's take a look at our first legend. First up from our sneak peek, you can probably see that we have Fernando Torres as a possible legend for FIFA. If you look at him from a non-biased view, he actually has won a little bit, but most of it was won in a short span of his career. Torres probably peaked in his career during his time at Atletico and Liverpool. He was probably one of the greatest strikers.
Probably peaked.
He definitely peaked at that time. He was probably one of the greatest strikers at that moment when he was playing at those clubs. Yeah. But when he hit Chelsea, it all kind of went wrong for Fernando. He flopped for Chelsea, and we'll always have that. But he had a great career for Liverpool and for Atletico. And
I think it just sucks because the only memories I have of him is him destroying Chelsea.
So
for 2 seasons.
He destroyed Chelsea, but he managed to win a World Cup, a Euro, and he's the third highest goal scorer of all time for Spain, which is actually quite a big accomplishment. But you have Bueno, who's currently a legend. I think he's 7th or 8th on the scale. He's a 90 rated legend. I think we're going to hit 87 for Torres because that's a fair rating for the career he's had, and it puts him on the same level as players like Inzaghi and Crespo, who are great strikers and were a bit more consistent than him.
He was never a dominant striker for a long period of time. He was really great for a few years. If he could maintain that for longer, maybe we'd push up a bit higher, but
an 86 shot I think is more than fair.
He was a good finisher, but also taking into consideration he wasn't a free kick specialist or anything like that.
So he didn't have that up his belt. So let us know if you agree with that for Torres. Next up, we have probably one of the greatest strikers of all time, if not the greatest, and that's Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo. He had quite a good national career. He won 2 World Cups, which is outstanding, 2 Copa Americas, and is the 2nd highest goal scorer of all time for Brazil, only second to Pelé, so that's a great accomplishment.
Although he only won the Liga title, he was always a prolific striker for every club he played at. He won 2 Ballon d'Ors, even though he may not have won anything at his clubs, but he was still performing well every game.
And he actually won 3 FIFA World Players of the Year, which was pretty much the same as the Ballon d'Or back in the day. He was listed in Pelé's FIFA 100, which is Pelé's list of the greatest 100 players that he had at the time.
He also won the World Cup Golden Ball, which was the best player of the World Cup.
The sad thing about Ronaldo is that he's had this amazing career that, he's gone ahead. He's accomplished almost everything you can accomplish as a player. He's got all the great trophies, everything you need, and then he's just about to hang his boot up for retirement. He's just about to let go, and then some Portuguese prick, Cristiano, decides to name himself Ronaldo, and then just take all the glory from Ronaldo. So you type Ronaldo in Google right now, you don't see this guy, you see Cristiano, but what makes it worse is that to see this guy, you have to type in Fat Ronaldo or Brazil Ronaldo. So he didn't just lose his name Ronaldo, he got given the name Fat Ronaldo because he had some weight issues.
He just he went to the off season.
Yeah. But in saying so, you know, he was probably even up there with Ronaldo in his career. So we're going to give him 93 rating.
Right,
90 would be a minimum.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. And I'd put it in between 91 and 94, his rating. He was quick. He was quick off the mark, and I think his acceleration would be a lot higher than his sprint speed, but we're going with 88 pace because I don't think he's really going to breach that 90 mark because he's a big player too.
Yeah.
Very physical.
You look at his physical, he's got 81 physical. Not many people have a 90 pace with a 81 physical.
He's always he's always at strength. You know, he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
He's a giant, but he had great dribbling for his size. One of his, I think that's his probably most well known, what he's most well known for.
He's given him 5-star skills because he was able to get past players with ease most of the time. So. And
we've gone with 92 shot, which was pretty high up there. And I think the only two players that would top that on the normal card would be Ronaldo with 93, and Van Basten with 94. Yeah, Cristiano, not fat. Ronaldo. Yeah. So that's our prediction for Ronaldo. If you agree with that, let us know in the comments, and we'll move on to our next legend. So last up, we have a player who's actually on the classic 11 for the game, which is Ronald Koeman. He's a Dutch player who played mostly for Dutch clubs in Barcelona, and in that time he was able to win 7 Eredivisie titles and 4 La Ligas and 2 Champions Leagues, which is actually quite a good club career.
During his 2 Champions League campaigns, he managed to win a UCL top goal scorer from centre back. So, you know, he was pretty prolific, even though he was playing defence most of the time.
Yeah, Koeman was mostly well known for his striking ability. I think he's the defender to score the most goals ever as a fullback. He was known for his vision at the back and just for having outrageous bursts of energy and just running to the front and cracking long shots. He was also a dead ball specialist, so a lot of the goals he scored were free kicks or penalties.
If anyone's ever played FIFA, you've played with the classic 11s and you've seen his shots. So he's got 98 shot power, 98 long shots, so he's the guy you want to keep that ball. FIFA card.
Every classic player has been significantly downgraded, so it's not likely that he's going to have 90 pace, 90 sprint speed, which every classic player does, nor 5-star skills. We've gone with 84 shot. Now, that's taken into consideration that Roberto Carlos has 82 shots, and Roberto Carlos scored, I think, 60-something goals in his career. This guy scored about 200, 150, something around that range.
Giving him 88 defence and 84 physical, pretty good for a centre back. 88 defence, maybe the highest we'd give it because, you know, he was always pushing forward. Wasn't known as like a brick wall defender, but he was pretty solid still.
So we think 88 to 90 rating for Koeman, but yeah, if you agree with that, let us know in the comments, and make sure you subscribe to our channel because we're going to be doing more of these, so suggest who you want to see and what rating they should be, and we'll take that into consideration when we make our next video. Thanks for watching.
Cool. You sound like a true YouTuber.
Did I?